be moments where he just has a lap of judgment with the positioning that he has like this, and Potter just, again, converts the kill. There's no harm for him to hold this C long because no one's going to be flanking. The call right now for the rest of Kimmy Kittens is go the other direction where you can see that, well, Ja has opened up that A site, but the thing is, wait, they're 20 seconds. They have to start running into the A site.
Oh, they got to make a sprint for it. Ja's already here, though.
Oh, this is big. Yep. Okay, this should have... Wait, hold on. How close is it going to be? Oh my god, 6 seconds left onto the clock. Are they going to be able to stop the plant on the spike? No, Styron's going to be able to tank it, so he's fine. He will be down to half, though, after those 2 shock darts, but that is still going to be post-plant.
Gets in the position to continue to stall in with the aftershock as well. Does have the front line ready, too. But here comes Potter from the back. Leviathan up from above, and that's the whole game right there in an instant. 2 kills for each of the players on the full sense side, and Kimmy Kittens got absolutely decimated down into smithereens. That's 15-13, and here are your grand finals champions from split 1 of the VCL SEA full sense.
What have you been doing here?
This is so messed up. Stage 1 starts in a couple of days, and we still don't even have an IGL.
Where's Ezra anyways? Ewok, you haven't told us.
Just stop asking me about that, guys. This is so sus. You still haven't told us who we were meeting. How would you ask us to meet him here?
Just trust us, alright? The guy is elite. Even if he's a bit crazy.
What you guys doing? Let's go!
What's in that box?
Team Crazy, but we have to trust that they know what they're doing. This match is so exciting for me. It's the rematch of arguably the best series from kickoff, I would say.
Oh! What? Wow, they're wearing their bundle.
Oh, that's it, they're their bundle.
By the
That's crazy
bundle.
promotion. Mad respect, actually. I hope those capes are custom made.
Let me get my credit card out. Look, you've sold me. I'll definitely support RRQ. I want 100% of my proceeds to go to Ewok, though, especially if they win this game. So,
Beautiful stuff.
I thought maybe Margaret was just a hair off being able to slide in unnoticed, but girls have to reveal. Margaret, 1-2, needing some more. And Francis put him down on the floor. Monette still standing, closes the distance with a stinger, and comes up with the goods. 13-5, RRQ looking electric. What a way for this to come to a conclusion. That's going to be the case. Crazyguy going to be taken down here. Ivy finding 2, bringing this to a swift ending, it would seem. Spike on the floor, Monette on a flank, Xpharaoh on the A site. There's nothing more realistically to be done unless Monette goes absolutely nuclear right here, right now. Finds the first. 34 more seconds, 2 more players in mid to try to deal with. He cannot make it happen. Xpharaoh with 21 HP. Finds 1. Realistically though, no hope in hell. 13-8. As it is a colossal streak. Gen.G now arriving. The swing in. The offset, Dambi. Looking like he was prepared, but ends up wavering at the last second. Gen.G now scouting them all out. Sends out the flash. Hasn't quite seen Margaret as he stays tucked back. Persia is surrounded. Finds the first, however. The defuse. Tapped. Margaret, the headshot. So damn clean! Margaret takes them over the line.
Okay, it's not like it's double elimination and no way out. Stage 1 is going to be, it's like marathon, not sprint. Now we start. Okay, we play average, but we lose. Now it's only about how we progress, okay? How we learn from mistake. It's the only way, okay?
I know he doesn't really connect.
Counting on the angle, headshot found, but Crazyguy. The answer back, just a bit more damage there with that Bulldog in hand. Push onto the corner, Monette, similar story, falling low but not getting taken down.
You got to feel like you're kind of buy you that a little bit of extra space and time that you need to get these retakes to go. See sight. And Crazyguy. Primmy jumped out and made noise. That's why Xpharaoh peeks. That's why I went, ooh, because I was worried for Primmy that he had given the thrown at you by RRQ. Obviously, it is a weaker buy. You know, Primmy does have his ult, gets a classic kill. Let's see if they can get a little bit more info. They're suspecting A, but it's actually C. All on to Jit Boys.
Yep. Wall is there. Everybody gets out in front of this one. Still that linger from Xpharaoh. A late flank potentially to come through. Spike crawl around the corner now, going for the plant. Cushy able to find one. Cruz gets the headshot there. Guardian in hand, comes away with one. Crazyguy going to be taken down now. The Rolling Thunder going to be in play. Flash is sent to try to just go ahead and stave them off. Monyet's position, keep him protected for the time being. And now Monyet can strike. Swings back in. Kahlua going to be taken down, looking for the spray, looking for the interrupt here on that diffuser. Able to find it. And Xpharaoh, with the final shot now arriving, is there for the closeout. 13-8 RRQ to keep the lead here for RRQ.
He's got his salvos.
Oh boy, but he is in such a brutally shallow spot. But he manages to get the transfer. Jit Boys, Primmy both going to be taken down. Cruz has to know that he's out on main. Just needs to win the firefight. Shots fly, swings it. Cruz! He's playing on the wide angle. Tucks back in for a moment, cycling that smoke. Sets up for the one-way. Jit Boys goes up over the top. Do they expect this though? Net on main, catches a glimpse, and Cruz catches a stray. Wow, what a shot from Monyet. Who's next? Now the Armageddon, the red carpet laid out for him. Oh, blind connecting, exiting on that dimensional drift. Primmy able to find one. Spike over at Switch. Crazyguy on the spray, just a hair too late to be able to find the punish. They manage to get into position as they try to go for the plant. The salvo's now going to be sent out right at his feet. They interrupt. 15 seconds remaining, no further interruptions to be found here. Spike just down underneath, held the swing in. Kahlua finding one. Jim can put down with Primmy on the trade. Cushy the op, the peak. Kahlua dead. The drop down, and Ty, it's just a little bit too late. Xpharaoh on the cross angle will be the finisher. Will get the defuse, and 13-5 will be the scoreline as RRQ manhandle Talon.
I feel like we have fixed all the small mistakes. So this game we play more clean, and yeah, the score can tell how good we play.
This Cushy and Crazyguy will look to try to bring this round to its conclusion. A couple shots out, pulls back away from the corner. They're going to smoke main and then try to fight up into this, but I don't think they anticipated.
Just worry about the players up front. Let Jemkin go in there, do what he does best, get that first kill. Crazyguy able to follow up and
doing their homework, knowing how these Euro Cups want to try to play around this B site, as just through the smoke, show them not going to be given any type of opportunity.
With the Yoru TP into back site, the way they're going to fall back behind the toxic screen there, you can use that against them. You can throw.
Salvos to try to clear space here. Xpharaoh going to be stunned up with Crazyguy. By that paranoia, Zeta widely going to be contained here. Needing to show to be able to find some kind of break in this heaven position. He's able to do so. Xpharaoh going to be taken down. Two, however, still down here on the floor. It's going to be Crazyguy coming away with 3.
Backpedaling there by RRQ to make sure.
One enemy remaining.
Well, just Sugar Zero and at range, not going to be able to do too much. The shot's a bit too clean. Crazyguy.
And Jemkin's just all over it. Great round from him.
Oh, last-ditch effort. As Armageddon
through water
sent out very early here, and I mean, Crazyguy dead. XCL coming away with that one, but the trade is in. Jemkin keeps the numbers evened up. Rolling Thunder still in the back pocket. This drone does identify the breach's position, so RQ know that if they decide to continue pushing forward towards A, that Rolling Thunder could greet them very quickly.
Now Depp gonna have to use his ult to figure out what's going on. They lost complete control of that part of the map.
But now the Rolling Thunder's gone. Jemkin just kills him.
Oh my god. Depp had spotted him and XDL's like, yeah, I got this. No, you don't. Oh boy.
The hinges getting looser and looser here. The door about to fly off. Xpharaoh creeps forward, gets over towards drop, unscouted. I mean, Kemp lands on his damn head! Copas Thompson, but that doesn't do it. A a lick of damage. A second elimination, looking for the third, is able to find it as Armageddon does get rolled out. Not going to be necessary, it would seem. It's Crazyguy now, last one standing. Spike planted backside. Salvos trying to slip the approach. No, thought better of. It's Crazyguy's position now confirmed here inside the site. 9 bullets remaining. Depp on the approach here from behind. The spike now planted for him, but Crazyguy is not playing towards it. Expecting someone to push him, but Jenkins still just off. And Zeta able to just go ahead, stay stagnant. I see the ping out. There's him on yet. He's forced to go ahead, gate crash. It's over towards Hell. Shock dart down. Tiny bit of damage going to be found there as Depp eats a bit more there on the approach, but he just barrel stuffs Cushy right out through the smoke. Arrow depth reveal here from XFARO. Not looking like it means too much to Zeta. Shrugging this one off. Quick push up into the smoke. Monyet able to find one. Swaps the weapon over. Catches a shot on the depth. Finishes him off. Crazyguy finds clues and now looking very good for the side of RRQ as Crazyguy picks up a 3K.
Just watching a different angle. They weren't at weapons and Depp is sure he's gone down the sewers. Doesn't even check the corner.
Just getting the deficit closed even further. I think it would be worth sending the kill contract. But they think differently. Crazyguy holding here from the corner. Able to find one shot. They're going to be taking down. He gets himself a second. Sugar Zero. Depp answering one apiece. That's as good as it gets.
Beautiful. Beautiful from XDL. Gave Zeta some hope. I liked how Zeta was keeping that rifle in the back of their conga line as they were going.
An advantage here for the side of Zeta. Armageddon to try to clear the way. The push out of the smoke. Cushy and Crazyguy both on point. Are able to shut it down. Depp suffering the same fate. XDL fighting his way out, but there's just no HP. There's no time available. Right up over the top. Monyet catching a glimpse. Hunter's Fury going to be sent out here in response, and Cushy does collect. XCL going to be taken down. Depp able to find two. Before getting taken down, Sugar Zero playing close to the corner. Comes away with another. Shock dart in. Cushy takes him down. Crazyguy now. Last one standing. Spike collected. Sets up the smoke. Slowly looks to exit, but he has no idea about Shota's position.
Yeah, it's a tough one to read. Tough decision for Shota. Do you push through the smoke or not? Both of them kind of anticipating that they're going to push.
And Crazyguy is reading it correctly. The gun barrel about to be spotted. And there's the head. There's the kill. A 3K from Crazyguy. Another round in a row from RRQ.
30 seconds left.
Looking like maybe that C site after all. Sugar Zero has been posted up here the entire time. XCL now works his way across to try to reinforce. The wall coming through. Back plat spotted out. XDL gonna need to try to catch them here off guard. Finds the first. 10 seconds now remaining. The spike being planted. Aftershock at the ready. The Armageddon as well. Everything in the kitchen sink is gonna have to be sent, but XFARO able to cut them down.
Whoa!
Clues
Whoa!
the transfer! Finding three, but the spike in play. Monyet sat back sight, 5 HP. Does he know? He does, but he cannot get it. Monyet will take him down. So very close. But Zeta Division will fall to the wayside in this series. 13-9 RRQ.
Before I joined this team, I know that they are all good players, like very sharp. So when I join in, I just try to find the balance between like my playstyle and then my teammate playstyle. And we work a lot for that, and this is the result.
You know, expecting the player to walk through the Cosmic Divide, holding the wall, and he read it from the get-go.
Oh,
Here we
things
go.
are gonna get scrappy again. This time Monyet able to come away with the first kill. Izu quickly fights back, stun connecting, tucks in behind the box. Crazyguy desperately tries to exit, but Sylvan's right there on top of him. T1 looking to bring this map to another quick and chaotic conclusion here in round number 23.
Beautiful recon dart from Stacks in the midst of all of that. Got identification on both of those players. Bailed out T1.
Dimensional drift, checking things out. Players going to be noted. Sylvan going to fall to the wayside here. Izu coming away with one though, and now is all on Jemkin, and he will be felled. The 3K from Izu, and some absolute insanity from T1 and RRQ as they close out the map. They waited out. Rez now no longer available, but Crazyguy finds one. And that fully disrupts here, and Sylvan going to be taken down, and T1 start to scatter. You can tell that first kill coming through. T1 was not ready for that at all. Buzz now just having to stay tucked back, wary about that potential flank that they saw from Monyet in the previous round, as he's going to be flushed out a little bit more into the open here. On Belt, Monyet down from below will find the headshot to get rid of the operator.
Just waiting a little bit, avoiding a lot of that utility. Valir doesn't really get much value in that situation. Stacks, you know, yeah, you're able to wait out the KO wall.
Quick draw down to the Headhunter, is able to find the kill, but Pit now going to be on the floor as Buzz is detained, and the round is over. Das Vidania. Oh, it does not see him.
Oh,
the Buzz, he chases it. But this kind of disguises Meteor's position, but he overstays. He doesn't go for the dismiss. And Monyet, great to capitalize. Finds that kill, and Buzz backpedaling. I think he was uncertain if he was going to get caught by that 0 point.
Yep.
And then as soon as he affirms that he's in a good spot, it's just far too late. He's off the angle. As it looks like it is maybe far too late for this map to go the way of T1. RRQ are looking to take us over to Lotus. Armageddon available, Crazyguy trying to stay alive. A stack swing, finding one. Chasing around the backside of Yellow now, all alone. A lockdown set. Crazyguy there on the angle. 13-10, RRQ. As RRQ will tie things up at 3-3 here, barring an ace clutch with a share for the hands of Sylvan.
Well, stranger things have happened. But, I mean, should be impossible.
This is the timing there to catch a glimpse. And swings in. It's going to be a flawless as we get tied up 3-3.
Very quickly.
I think the pace setter, I think probably for all time is Charon, who was able to do it in a season.
Yeah, he was built different last year.
A bit anomalous.
Sure. Yeah.
Hey guys, listen, fuck it, don't use.
Don't use.
Next how we use.
Open 3. Rebel, wait, I reload. I take gun and open door.
Try to kill them,
try to make them broke.
Nice.
3.
Come on. Open.
Face is hiding somewhere.
Nice.
Should be out.
What? Wait, what?
Win. Chill.
Starts the map on top, closes it out the same way. 13-5, a thrifty.
We feel like, how to say, very good because first we won the master winner, and second one, like, we worked very hard for this game, and after we won, we feel like we deserve for all the effort we put for the practice.
Got a player held outside the door with Crazyguy. Oh. Early that you're going to go for these A hits, go for C. Could open up some avenues where you could do some weird stuff. Nice shot from Crazyguy at the end. Able to put that shield to good use. Impact from him. Nice paranoia to set him up too. Nice peek from Crazyguy. Very, very well done.
As now, Neural Depth reveals all. Envy hits a third, up and over the top. Crazyguy able to find one, finds the second through the smoke. Close angle here. Jeremy reading this? No. Pulls off the angle, doesn't check back the opposite way, and has no clue, so Crazyguy is able to find that elimination. In the meantime, Jesse Vash also here playing a corner. Finds Jemkin, traded out, Wild Oreo, one taps, as Cushy will fall. Spike now out into the open, but Crazyguy continues to be crisp. Seems like RRQ, nonplussed by the previous round, come out swinging. Look to continue to try to run this one back, get within touching distance. Crazyguy with a 3K will get RRQ their second round win.
It's a big win for xFaroe. Out the rip. I mean, a little unfortunate there for...
It's the last day of group stage play. The teams are locked. RQ's innocent number. Nothing going to be found. Jeremy lingering here within the smoke. Monyet tucked over onto the side to push forward. Monyet swiftly deals with it. Pulls back over. Sights towards window. Already Envy cleared out. Not before Jemkin does end up falling. Ooh. They make a go of this. Crazyguy now alone. TP's over to the side, but 2GE's not sure where he's repositioned to. Crazyguy can now just stay tucked here behind the box. Playing back and forth as movement's heard. 2G's running. Footstep. Sparrow. Try to hold things in. Okay, Envy gonna get caught. 2GE similarly drifting over into this direction. Trying to get the jump on him, he is able to do so. The headshot comes across. Shield now going to be popped, broken though, as xFaroL finds a kill, pushes up into the Cyber Cage. Wild Oreo out the back of window, finds Crazyguy. Drone timing, as that's Jesse Bash. Dead on the floor alongside the spike. 8 left in the mag, the flash went across, getting a full catch there on his face. But xFaroL able to drift away, keeps himself safe. 3v2 for the attempt at the retake. Similar scenes perhaps here from the drone, but Jemkin's there for covering fire. Trap gets sprung, and now it's down to Wild Oreo. A 1v3. A single kill would give him a dimensional drift. Finds it, but xFaroL swings out just in time. 15-13. RRQ off the back of the timeout will bring this Haven to its conclusion. Jesse Bash, position reinforced here by Envy, but swing onto the corner, able to find one, and Jemkin, snappy on the turn, does pick up the third. RQ needing to clean up around here as they could possibly get. Jemkin will get taken down, but Jeremy quickly traded out. Now it's just 2GE with a stinger in hand, approaching over towards Market to see if he can get a little bit more damage through. Smoke falling, and he will. Monyet taken down now. Vandal scooped up. Big smile and laughs on his laughter there on his face. As in this round, he's basically playing with house money.
Fully dodged the dart.
Cannot avoid detection. There's Cushy, spotted, down low, and spray out there from Crazyguy.
Nice combo there with the stun and the shock dart. Good reaction from Jemkin, anticipating a player to swing out from Market. Because he had Envy right at the door, and he didn't receive any contact. Yep, you're going to be very aware.
But the pings are coming out.
Yep.
Team Secret reading this incredibly well. As Jemkin about to have a bit of a fight here in mid. 2 players, turns around, and looks like he's been spotted out. A pixel out of place.
Spike planted.
A gate crash just there in the corner.
Enemy remaining.
As he will fall. Spike will get the fuse, 13-5, Team Secret.
Now you've got Stinger, a rifle for Jesse. And trying to catch him with those stuns and into those salvos.
And it's going to be the aftershock instead. This Crazyguy just collects 2. And that's
what we saw on Fracture. They're able to get phenomenal value there. They just have nowhere to go. We'll have to wait and see, but RQ cutting sound. Trying to elude Team Secret, but really, Team Secret doesn't have to move too much. They've got enough map control that they can hold some crossfires here. And it's on RQ to break through. Oh, that's a good start.
Does. That's the Gulag now coming through as Jemkin will get put down. Wild Oreo in the meantime, looking to maintain some dominance, but Crazyguy wins the fight versus Jeremy. And suddenly we're into a 2v2. We continue to be in the upside down.
10 seconds left.
Things getting topsy-turvy as Envy steadily working his way across through A lobby. Spike now planted here.
Toxin screen down.
xFaroL gets set up here back towards tree. Crazyguy at drop. Uncertain how long here on the fault line is. Ooh, xFaroL, I thought for a second maybe he was showing a pixel out of place, but just goes for the timing swing, finds 2GE. But it's Envy. Some noise made. Fault line at the ready, sends the paranoid on the corner, but Crazyguy from behind will be able to strike him down.
This looked like it was round over. You got everything you could want here. Kill from Wild Oreo, player into the ISO ult, and somehow, some way, RRQ just fights their way back. I mean, so many of these rounds today have been where you think you do have some open space there. Jemkin's got his ult, could clarify the situation, and will. What will you see?
Goes on, spots out one over at Waterfall. Just checks around the back. Falls that it's a bit more opened up, and look at this, the refill of space from Wild Oreo. It's so damn smart. They know exactly what Jemkin's gonna look to do. He finds the punish, the showstopper, drawn out. Quick exit though. We're trying to get out over towards bounds. 2 players there. Flanks coming in from the other 2. This Crazyguy tries to hold his own, but they're gonna be too late. The defuse is just being stuck. Finds one, the snake bite. No chance, no time. 13-9, Team Secret.
Chung là với ngôi vị đầu bảng này thì mình không thấy vui lắm, tại vì mình không biết đó, đáng lẽ kể cả như first half ở map đầu tiên thì đáng lẽ bọn mình có thể hủy diệt Secret, nhưng mà mình cảm giác như kiểu bọn mình không đang thi đấu với Secret mà bọn mình đang thi đấu với vẫn đang thi đấu với T1 vậy, kiểu tất cả mọi người đều gọi là hơi overheat quá này, xong rồi kiểu không tập trung và kiểu hơi overthinking, kiểu hơi nghĩ quá lên ấy.
Vâng, đó thì
Nên mình nghĩ là trên cái thua cuộc này thì có lẽ là thua từ bọn mình nhiều hơn.
Welcome back to VCT Pacific. We just saw Gen.G book their tickets to Masters Toronto. Who is joining them for that? Is it going to be DRX? Is it going to be RRQ? And we're seeing here RRQ. This could potentially be the first time that they've gotten this far in Pacific and potentially the first time on the global stage.
Freeing is going to be here early. Salvo's online, but it's the crosshair to look at.
I mean, at this point, it's just a full stampede. He hears all of it, so ready for the quick first kill. Decent trade coming out from Crazyguy, so that's a weapon picked up. But he's still got so many more threats to neutralize. Trying to hold the off angle to play spoiler around it. Mako quickly dispatched of. Fault line sent back over. Certainly expecting someone from Sands as well as A main, because she might have heard the single step. He's trying to play close range with the stinger, but look at that. Swings out from a strand. Crazyguy trying to hold it down, but 1v2 Hyunmin sliding up. And will there be fresh kills? He spots out his singular opponent.
I wonder if XSoft can try and get the wall, the shear, to get across there. Make it a little bit more difficult. It could be cool.
Well, okay, Mako has an incendiary to toy with. Goes for time peak. Ooh, 20. Quick vault line.
20 HP, but he is using these regen shields, so he will be back up. Time though afforded to Crazyguy to get the Bulldog and reposition.
Yeah, it's a Bulldog on the other side, so even with the regen shield...
He's looking at the right angle too, 30 seconds.
You would consider Mako trying to play off of timing. Trying to cause his opponents to sweat. He's playing with the positioning as well, but in with the sidestep. It's an easy angle, quickly sussed out by Crazyguy.
Big round for him. Last round of regulation. And if you're trying to go to this B site, there's again another little change up of location from Initiator. Your breach is here. Still got an incendiary as Jemkin. The shear has not popped as well. You've got a spot from Mon yet in A main, by the way. And now a stealth drone going up to Dish, so you're getting some info. But what you've got as RRQ is a cheeky free opener.
Not only that, Cushy has the Armageddon as well, which could deter so much. DRX trying to hang back towards this A spot. I mean, this is why making that much noise in towards A main early on was so helpful for RQ.
Absolutely, but for Monyet right now, he has to get out of dodge. He doesn't need to stay around. He can get crunched upon with an Armageddon, though, that goes in to try and stave off DRX's advances.
So it does buy some further time, but look at DRX bypassing it through the sands instead. Smoked off Rafters as well, and RQ trying to get back some space. The flashpoint is good. Hyunmin, though, into a tiny position, able to snipe down Crazyguy.
How do you defend the spike, though, playing up at the dish with two of them?
It's all stuck in towards this one final spot. Cushy turns back around on ahead, and he's going to push further on into the side, down to the 1v1s. XSoft needs the headshot. He crouches down, tries to offset the crosshair placement, but freeing with the swing. He closes out the map for DRX and pushes us into a map 2. The final score, 13-11. RQ reading DRX's game plan, right? This is the exact same thing that they ran just in the previous round, and now the positions hold up. It's gonna be Crazyguy. 2K found. Uyghur Arsenal.
Yeah, you definitely have to see Hyunmin be the charger here. Oh, already down to 16 though. That's rough.
Still gonna look for something though. Updrafts upwards into a kill, but in with the Armageddon from Crazyguy.
Australia tried to stick the spike through that as well.
Spike denied, truly. Then the suppress as well. Hyunmin not quite able to use the blades any longer. Decent stun, but still a lot of assistance as RRQ have the site completely surrounded. Hyunmin not quite able to find much with the blades. RRQ will take the lead. And Australia needing to stay alive alongside his team as well for this post plant, but here comes RRQ. Crazyguy off of contact. A well-timed peek, 3v3. And also, DRX being aware, a little bit paranoid about players towards the back. Yep, spots him out by the torso. Crazyguy just being able to continue cause mayhem towards the back. DRX beginning to sweat. They're trying to hold shoulder to shoulder around 410, but still with the positions noted. Cushy! Multi-kill picked up. RQ looking for the safe spike plant, but you got DRX close by. The utility's already somewhat spent, so they're looking to push up. Tailwind's away, but look at Cushy. Crazyguy as well. All able to watch for these angles where the pistols are sharp and deadly.
Yeah, just Bane and freeing to see what damage they're going to be able to deliver, it feels like now.
Yeah, you kind of know that they're all towards the back. Monyet then slipping past towards the back. He's looking to slice them at the back of their necks.
I feel like Australia is having a bit of a hard map at the moment in terms of positions that he can feel confident in getting a lot of the kills as well. But what can you do around this A site? This is not a safe position. Neither is gathering an orb in the open. Unfortunately, XFero in for the trade as they're getting in towards the site with advantage.
Right, multiple angles, all covered, and DRX continue to try to fight back, try to hold down the site. Hyunmin trying to get himself away out of position of this lockdown. Holding on to the op as well, where it's a 2v3.
And a top site plant as well can be pretty difficult to retake in a normal scenario.
Monyet still a snake bite as well. So far, high and low. It's going to be a tough position to contend for. Quickly spotted out, but the shot's not quite connecting. Just Jemkin, still sharp and lethal. Hyunmin to try to peek around the corner, but I'm sorry to say this round is probably going to go off the wayside. He goes up the zip line, and Monyet will happily pick up the kill onto that final one, and that puts
by this drone real early. There's a flash as well to come out. You should be dead to rights.
Oh god! He managed to spot one out at least, but it was a clone. Hyunmin then for the double kill, but Crazyguy for the trades right back. Bane.
Pretty much. He needs one at least here to allow freeing on lower HP.
Not even looking for the Prowler play even. RQ though, they have a slight chance to possibly sneak on over, but instead they will walk straight into Bane's crosshairs. The trade found. Crazyguy with a one-on-one freeing. Is this where you use the lockdown? No, he sneaks in. Crazyguy doesn't quite know, but he tucks himself in the corner instead as well. Freeing then to creep on over. Certainly looking for the tap. Crazyguy pushes over, but he's not looking the right way, just turns in the nick of time. That's where we've seen this exact game plan for the past several rounds. Once again, RQ just baiting them off of A, and then back in towards this B position. You got Link smoked off, so some decent spams possible, but nonetheless, the spike still gets planted. Prowler confirms positioning, but look at Jemkin looking to bypass and to cut them off on rotations as well. Rolling Thunder to buy further time.
Yeah, it hit two of them over towards the C-Link side of things.
Ooh. And if you're a DRX, I mean, considering contending for this heaven position, it's way too tough. Mako steps into the crosshairs. Estrella as well as freeing right now, just getting tapped away.
Gotta call it. It's round on the board.
They still did everything on Akon. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, maybe we need to...
But behind the toxic screen, Jemkin, what have you got?
Oh, he's been great on this spot so far, but this time, high stakes. Yet he has to play for a safer game instead. So now some possible space for DRX, but oh, the drone. Freeing though, he will take the challenge. Here's Jemkin jumping up and he finds the headshot.
That was the one kill. That was the one player you almost did not want to lose their life as RRQ here.
And with the mid-round adaptation into the B site now, Shrouded steps in, spike plant soon enough, the aftershock tossed over. RRQ, they get themselves into position. Salvos as well, ripped early on.
Smoked Marco.
He's gonna keep himself alive, but oh, what of assist! All of a sudden the kills, they spray all through, and it's just Estrella left! This might just be it! 14-12, and RQ's hunting for it, they stick the defuse all the way to the very end! RRQ with a final score of 14-12! They have been going through with this, the longest journey ever, but they finally reached the summit! And down to the very end, you got to wave and let the RRQ flag fly high. They are headed to Masters Toronto.
Xin chào anh Công Anh. Trước tiên xin được chúc mừng anh và đội đã giành vé đến Valorant Master Toronto. Vậy thì chiến thắng này có ý nghĩa như thế nào đối với anh? nhất là trong thời điểm Việt Nam đang hân hoan kỷ niệm 50 năm ngày giải phóng miền Nam thống nhất đất nước?
Đối với mình nghĩ là mình sẽ cảm thấy rất là vui, tại vì như mình đang xa nhà, mình không được tận hưởng kỳ lễ cùng mọi người, nên là coi như là mình chiến thắng này cũng coi như là động viên mình, là gọi là an ủi vì phải xa nhà trong kỳ dịp lễ.
Oh, that does sound really good right now.
Yep. Well, Texture this time. Able to hit the shot. 3 peak spots out multiple and cannot get away with the blast back. At the same time, Jemkin over outside rubble here. Finds the headshot on to Ash. Qeon on the hunt, but whiffs the opening shots. And it looks like both players widely going to be going their separate ways. C-Site still targeted here for the side of RRQ for the moment as Munchkin still creeping in behind the boxes. Unread. Absolutely unexpected. And absolutely unpunished. 2 kills found, 2 players remaining for the side of RRQ. Cushy and Moniette refacing back in, a bit of damage suffered here. He looks for more, presses forward, dodges the stun, finds the third, and will be taken down. Seems like 3K is all that anyone's going to get on the side of Gen.G for this map. Double stack here at B main. Moniette asked to clutch this out.
Be moving over towards B here pretty quick. Are they just gonna stack together is the big question. Yep, here we go. Nope.
And there you go. This will just hound him down 13-5, a dominant showing from Gen.G on their map pick of Lotus.
Worried that, you know, with that pit there, there's gonna be some comfort on the A side, so RRQ might think that they can sneak further forward positions towards the B and mid side. They wouldn't be necessarily completely wrong. Crazyguy gonna reveal his position though. Pays the price.
Munchkin takes him down. Just a smattering of damage suffered here. It's Munchkin on a warpath, looking to march his troops onward into that grand final. Jemkin around the corner, bottom of yellow here, playing. Needing to be the impact maker for the team. Now his position has been spotted up. It's press connecting. Texture with a quick little exit, jumps back away, swings out as Jemkin. He's able to put the enemy aura down, now a 4v4. 3 players on this side, Jemkin eating a bit of damage. Talon's gonna be flying, and Cushy unable to find the shots, but Foxy and Ash, they shall. A little bit of time by perhaps with the Nano Swarm, but XSoft needs to go absolutely nuclear from this position. Finds the first, finds the second. Munchkin, however, shuts him down. And that bite is not gonna stop the plant from coming through. It gets a tiny bit more damage across on the Munchkin. But he's gonna look to wrap around, maybe even peek through and across, but looks like he will just stay stagnant here. Back behind Snowman. As Moniette, how are you meant to get out of this position? The footsteps are heard. Munchkin relaying all of this to Foxy9. The tap. And basically no one peeking. Not giving him the time of day. Effectively ignoring him, ghosting him here on the round until the very last moment. Munchkin will hit the headshot. 13-8 Icebox is theirs. Gen.G.
He finds the double! Just tree left and HyperX. Soon enough, with all the information, with all the numbers, there's no chance of RQ retaking.
Not at all in this scenario. You want to see if they can just hold on their guns, don't you? A couple of good shots out from Jemkin at the end and Crazyguy as well. So whilst they do remove all of the HyperX members, bailed out by the Boombot coming his way. Jing's little piece of utility there, working a treat. Had that not happened, maybe.
Bright smile on his face from the player cam before into what could be the final round. A stinger from Davai, shots from Jing. Forsaken again in with the ghost. Looks for the overdrive, but the paint shells will ultimately be RRQ's doom. 13-2. Bit more timing and space to then push in alongside his teammate Cushy. HyperX though avoids the angles until Jing tries to fight back in. He gets denied, and it's just HyperX with 2 left. Something. He's noted at least one position, but he cannot go in for the chase. And meanwhile, the spike just continues to beep off. Crazyguy springs back up, and it's just Petman left. Peeked out once again. A decent dink.
But that's it, isn't it? This is where we talk about conditioning your opponents as well, right? If you're going A successfully, you start to change up your own approach for a mid-B split, just getting shut down time and time again at the very beginning. You're bringing an operator onto the attacking side. You need to be very aware and having a teammate next to you, you feel like, in case you miss the shot.
Could be something that RRQ doesn't expect, but they're pushing out a garage.
Yeah, this is so risky, but so rewarding if they can find it.
Well, Forsaken is marking the back. However, he falls. Something takes the duel up by a mailroom then. So HyperX, they've got a dilemma here. Do they push up front or do they clear up back?
Taken down the heavy hitter in Forsaken though. So you definitely take that as RRQ for what it's worth. Something. He wins the duel against Crazyguy. Advantage for HyperX into the B side. Dash across, dodging the flashes. Gen.G, he wants to do the party, he wants to do the damage.
And he's holding the angles with assistance from the team. Cushy up by the right side. Gen.G then to find the triple. Just a 1v1 left, and Gen.G has an ult.
Where does he think that DyAC is coming from, though? He's got the ult, the time right now for DyAC to get in his head.
DyAC slowly skulking forward. Gen.G marks the angle, and that will be that. The map ends in the very first OT. Final scoreline of 14-12. Gen.G with the ultimate awareness to silence HyperX. A couple more kills and in towards Gen.G alongside XFARO.
Gravity well, already used.
And that just thins down the herd. Gen.G though, another frag. He's marking down Pillar to the best of his ability. Sticking down the spike to halfway now. And the pressure is on. Something looking for the kills. The time continues to beep. And that's when the shorty gets pulled out. But the shots, they've whiffed. And it's XFARO sticking it all the way through. Down to the final 0.3 second. RRQ finds a lifeline.
He's needed to deliver nearly everything. But XFARO gets the last one. As for RRQ towards the A site.
Cutting through.
And an operator, remember here for Gen.G too. Something to note of the glass cannon variety. If something walks into the crosshairs.
Not
the
quite.
Opening duel, but the timing, the pathing.
He's actually, yes, the pathing precisely.
But it might work problematic for the team.
Yeah.
He's just gonna dry walk into it.
They gotta be aware, but no. The dry walk and the damage is felt. Something tries to re-peek into it.
You've got 4 smokes as DyAC, and you're double dry walking into an operator line at the B site.
Oh, not like this.
5 versus 3. RRQ setting themselves up for the map
30 seconds
in another overtime fashion.
They had no idea the op was there, but when it was needed most, Gen.G, Cushy, up to the 30 bomb, and this could be the end of Pearl. HyperX desperately trying to hold on. Forsaken needing a huge multi-kill, but it's nowhere to be found. RRQ will find the eliminations necessary to propel themselves forward. Another OT, and they show that they have the true resistance, the true endurance to go the distance.
To fight.
Decent buys. Crazyguy close to an ult. Something that would be paramount. You've bought some time, you've noted the positions. You know exactly where HyperX are. Can you deliver though? The angle, unfortunately not quite favoring Cushy for now, as Forsaken tucks himself in the safe corner for surveying with the drone. Salvos though, and allows for RQ to begin their forward march. The screen up, and it lets Forsaken sneak up behind. He's infiltrated their backs. Jing pushing up as well. Nanoswarm with a flick onto Gen.G. It's just XFARO who unfortunately will collapse. The 4th map, and it ends with a 13-3 scoreline. Ladies and gents, we have got a truly full series. Happy to rush it over onto the A side where XFARO continues to mark down the angle as well. Forsaken spams over RQ. It's Crazyguy in the corner. And HyperX has no earthly clue. A quad kill pulled out from nowhere, and it's 6-0.
And something just body shots with the blades, not able to find the kill, right? If those two little bits have a bit of a difference, there's an opportunity for HyperX to potentially find something. That's going to be a lot of confidence to Crazyguy there. Slowly but surely, up through mid, 45 seconds. Haunt to be broken, head to be removed.
Recognition from RQ as well, though. They've already put themselves inside a spawn, but something a little bit quicker with the blades takes down Gen.G. Salvos will stop and stall Forsaken. Another kill onto something. Crazyguy, the IGL leading from the front.
And Patman tagged 4 from Monyet earlier, remember?
There's just no chance. Look at them all stacked up inside a spawn. As soon as Patman reveals himself, this will be series point. Tries to get ahead of it, but there is no chance at all.
2 clean ones from HyperX. Is this where the train gets derailed? Smashing into the mountain.
Just might be.
Good timing on the drone. Just the fact that you reveal that there's still members of HyperX here. Keep you at the right location. A paranoia ready to rip from Monyet.
Gen.G in position around stairs as well. Crazyguy to stall the push with the salvos. And HyperX has no recourse but to continue pushing. Jing down and out. And the rest of HyperX continue up front. Still though, RRQ have the site completely surrounded. Every position marked thanks to the neural theft. Can they even get the spike down? They try to slow it over with the thorns.
Plant down.
Push this up from both sides though. You gotta watch for stairs as well as lane. Forsaken trying his best to isolate the angles as much as possible. Takes down the first head. Off to the next one as Petman trades up. And it's just XSPHARO trying to sneak on over. With discipline, he finds the first, and it's down to the 1v1. Patman needs to come up huge, but he's not able to do it. XSPHARO has derailed the HyperX Express. We've brought this through all this, every destination, and down to the final score, 13-6. 2 overtimes, an incredible first half, and RRQ will soar themselves into the grand finals against old rivals Gen.G.
For me, I feel like it's crazy, you know, because beginning of the year, I still play in the challengers with my friends. And now after like 4 or 5 months, I'm in the grand final of the Pacific. It was a crazy for me. I never had a thinking like, oh, I'm gonna reach a grand final that soon, you know. So I feel very happy.
Going to be joining the Royal Roaders as the rookie, winning a grand finals. And of course, these are very familiar faces. You know Munchkin and Crazyguy. Now, Ewok has commended Crazyguy as a steady voice when it gets dark in the darkness for RRQ.
Yeah, since his addition in Stage 1, I feel like this team has gone from strength to strength. But both of these IGLs incredibly well respected by their teams. You see them lead from the middle roll of this chair, really steering that ship forward for both the teams.
Yeah, Crazyguy has been a fantastic addition.
Giving Foxy9 a lot of flowers for the way he was playing this site anchoring. He's going to have to step up or just get out in this case, potentially, if he's going in.
A lot of it going to be cleared, but you're right, he's going to be grabbed up here by the kill contract. Will be dead even if he wins this fight, you would suspect. Will get taken down. Texture able to find Monyet. At the same time, Crazyguy deeping in the back of sight, comes away with 2 kills, and XSPHARO finds Munchkin. Suddenly weapons are going to be upgraded. And Ash now revealed by the Neural. Foxy for now still watching behind. Double pressure coming his way as Crazyguy. It's a nice check. Goes in, finds 3. Foxy though, pushing forward, turret spotting, and he continues to hold this line, but cannot find the shot. Still though, the call to pivot seemingly being made. As 2 players have been noted on this side of the map, but it seems like, okay, Munchkin says, well, let's just split the difference, go right into the center of the map. Overdrive now gonna be popped. Texture looking to try to clear some space. A Judge waiting over on this B-Link, but XSPHARO eats so much damage. Jump around the plant, being stuck, the double face push, looking for the transfer. Here is Gen.G, and he nearly finds it, but Munchkin survives, 75 health remaining. A stun in, but have they realized that Cushy got in ahead of this? Crazyguy gonna go swooping forward, Ash able to readjust. Cushy now needing to try to rely on the act of surprise here, but goes swooping around, finds the headshot. Gets lost in the sauce for a brief little moment. The paranoia now expiring. A tap of the defuse. Munchkin around the back looking for the timing now has been noted. 4 bullets left here in the mag. And the pinch in from behind from Qeon will put him down. 13-8. Opening map here, the grand final of Stage 1 goes the way of Gen.G. Clear on the turret, the spot on the one, Foxy9, hit by the first, dead to the second. Cushy, able to claim it, the combo working out, the knives going wide, and the salvo's right there, Texture Speed, layer after layer from RRQ! To flush this out so they can keep their attention paid forward onto the site, and he will be able to do so. Cushy, able to find Chiron, Ash dead, and now it's just Texture in a 1v3.
10 seconds left.
They're not tagged up, there's an Armageddon on the other side.
Spike planted.
Noise has been made, the drone reveals, the drop down, the swing. 9-0.
Even though in this round, much better results for Munchkin. 2 kills there, just holding the same spot. Sometimes that does work. You fool people.
This means though, XFero, I mean, he's got the spike, he's gonna be stuck into pizza. He doesn't want to give this angle over, but never mind. Texture will just get taken down. A little bit of damage here. XFero tagged at 42, but now we go into a 2v2. There's Chiron and Foxy. Have to try to clutch, otherwise RQ looking to pull off this 10-2. What a recovery of this round it would be. Paranoia still available. Split away from one another. Shadows traveling. No way to double up this blind. Throw behind the box.
Can spam it.
Will they lend credence to this at all? Do they go for that kind of spam? Smoking the boats. Foxy trying to push forward. XFero staying quiet, looking for it, cannot find it, but now a 1v1, 30 HP on Chiron. A clutch god in the previous map, but this time not to be. Crazyguy with a 3K gets RRQ a 10-2 half. TP forward from Chiron in towards Tree. Paranoia gonna be sent. Not sure if that gets a catch on XFero. Seems like it does, but so Spray is able to find one. Chiron here over onto the flank, however, coming up with one, but then gets distracted by the tripwire, and Jemkin's able to collect. XFero gonna be taken down here on the site. Cushy finding Foxy9. Ping reveal off the neural depth, and Munchkin is dead. It's all on Ash, and he cannot make it happen. So damn close, but no damn cigar. 13-11, an unthinkable scoreline on this map.
This is not looking especially easy for RRQ.
Tuck back, Texture swinging out. Good amount of damage is going to be found. Ash able to find XFero, but Crazyguy answering back in a major way, finds them both. Seems like there's not going to be much ambiguity about this round here. Rolling Thunder at the ready. Paranoia going to be used in advance. Chiron now tucking back, but does not get caught by this. He's playing the same position. He finds the first, looks for a little bit more, goes for the readjustment, ends up getting taken down. Foxy9 backpedaling frantically, trying to stay alive! Gets the weapon back out after setting the steel garden. Pit now flying through, Munchkin frantically running away. The primary jam, the spray, just a hair off from connecting. There's a hell of a lot more than HP than Foxy9 did in the previous round to try to get this done.
Him and Munchkin about tied for HP.
Can they suss this out?
Did you hear that footstep?
Ash about to be at risk. Not turning back at all. Crazyguy slowly encroaching, killing, finding it. Spike not planted for him. Munchkin at least able to hold this up to half. He's stuck back in the corner. He's just gonna stick it. He's absolutely outdone him.
And a Bucky and some classics.
A motley crew, but one that's working. This Texture just trying to bound forward, shut down.
Just, oh my goodness.
Yep. Munchkin's at 35. Chiron's dead.
No
Foxy,
way.
I mean. Paranoia, Monyet finding Munchkin. I'm not trying to sound like I'm cheering for a particular team. I just really hate this guy. And I know that if Mitch Man's watching, he's giggling at my dismay.
I mean, it starts to make you think, you know, Gen.G used to have a player who would spam the Odin around on this map. Maybe Ash should learn.
He's trying to be a better man. He's trying to get a catch here. Narrowly is able to do so, but he still takes so much damage. And XFero, with his own classic, will put him down. Monyet back across the opposite side. Finds a lurk. RRQ in the lead. 2-1 here in the series.
XFero over at A never even really went up on belt. He just set his util up to play anti-aggression.
And now it's a bit of a fake attempt, but Munchkin's the only one sticking around. The two Guardians reinforcing this position, and Munchkin actually wins out that fight. Snappy from Monyet, however. Flushes Foxy9 out of the corner. There's Qeon only able to go 1 for 1.
30 seconds
Like that planted a vandal hand for the side of Munchkin, needing to pull off the 1v2 clutches. Nano not quite going where you wanted it.
It's okay. He can pick him up. This is very tough for Munchkin.
There's the alarm bot. Top of the first. 0 point, not connecting. And there's the swing in from behind.
Oh boy.
Flash to the corner. Qeon's still only going to be able to find one. Munchkin does get a bit of a follow-up, but it's so quickly traded back and shut down. Every advantage to Gen.G. Scrape for claw at. Just ripped from their grasp moments after. Stun not connecting on the Foxy9. He'll swing out, looks for a little bit more. Similar scenes as the trades continue. Now, the 1v1 that Crazyguy wins. 4K from the Beast from the East gets them just over the line time and time again. In this map, Crazyguy is looking so damn good.
He's just having a ball now. Really starting to get comfortable.
And the man can be absolutely deadly with it for now. Position going to be forced away. Never get him flushing him back. Monyet dropping down the salvos to be waited out. The spike now planted. XSPHARO, however, on the flank. Have they read it? The answer's no. He strikes. Ash taken down. 3 players, 2 now remaining. Just the one. It's all on Qeon, and he cannot find it! XSPHARO with the 3K gets RRQ, their first ever trophy in VCT Pacific history! The King of Kings! Long may they reign! They are your Stage 1 champions!
Like, I know my team are very good, so I just focus on like reading the map, leading the guy how to play, where to go, and they just do the shooting job. And yeah, this one feel amazing because last night I can't even sleep. I slept 1 hour only last night, and I'm very happy that I still can win today.